Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Snap it to the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught in the backfield, it's White. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Got a man. It's Milner. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Right down the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quick give. It's White. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
Punt is in the air. Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Hits inside, it's Thomas. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the move. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Third and long right here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. On the return, he couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Fires to the wideout. Comes down, it's Lions. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. 2nd and long here. He'll take it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels want to move quickly. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and trying to get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? They're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense heads out onto the field. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. He's running free down the middle. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Texas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throws it off the RPO. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Hey, guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Walker. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Grabs it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going, getting them on the ground.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. North Texas will have to punt it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. All wideouts, no backs. Motion from the wide receiver. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Drops back on first down. They're all over him. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pulls it in. It's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on the move. He's got the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. This is a designed run, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Southern Mississippi, taking on the number 23 team, the Auburn Tigers.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah,
He's going to fire deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll send the back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Thomas. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw on first. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. RPO complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Set downs going up top. Lets it go for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They take the lead here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Milner. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds his man on the RPO. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield. It's White. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. First down for this offense. Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Clemens. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. North Texas really has it going on offense. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Thomas. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Motion from the wideout. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes to the right. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mean Green. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Lions. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the fourth quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. And that fumble recovery has set them up. 1st and 10, all tied up here in the fourth. Out wide right, it's White. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. They move on top here in the fourth. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with the 29-yard touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV will start this drive, the offense out there ready to go. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Rush is on. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. And back to the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Got to make the play on fourth. He turns that loose down the right side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you've put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Mean Green. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Vegas. Once he got some room, it was over.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas takes possession, the Mean Green offense will return to the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. He's looking to throw. Look out! Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. North Texas to the line with a 1.5 miles to go on third down. The corners are walked up tight. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. North Texas has it, going to work with another first down. A run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They booted away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback signaling to his guy. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. They're all over him. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss.